Let's talk about some ways that you can get some good firework viewing without necessarily waiting around all day for fireworks. There's a couple of ways that people recommend that are out there. I've done most of them, so let's talk through the ones I like and the ones that I don't. Your most cost-effective option is to just visit one of the resorts. Polynesian has a great beach that a lot of people like watching fireworks from, but any of the monorail resorts you can get some good viewing. The one thing I will say is, first off, it is meant for the guests that are staying there, so be respectful. And then two is just getting to the property. Many times getting to the property isn't easy if you don't have a dining reservation. So that's kind of the down point, but the good point is it's free. So that's a pretty good one. The other three though are more cost implications with it. So the first one I will say is the dining packages at Epcot, and I believe Hollywood Studios might have it for Fantasmic still. They have dining packages where you can go eat and then they will give you a VIP roped off area. I don't like this one. Unless you are already going to eat there, don't go eat so you can get firework viewing. Both Fantasmic and Epcot has plenty of viewing. You'll be fine. I don't think it's worth it unless you are already eating there. You'll notice a lot of these packages are tied to restaurants that aren't that popular. There's a reason why, because they're trying to sell them, but I don't think it's worth it. Not unless you're already going to eat there, and then be prepared. Many times, like over in Disneyland I did the Blue Bayou. When I did that one for Fantasmic, there's only a certain menu I could order off of. So I feel like there's more downfalls for that one. And my spot, it was an awesome spot. I could have seen it fine without the spot though. The second one and the third one I'm fans of. So dessert parties. These get mixed reviews. I love dessert parties. So I have obviously not done the new one in Epcot. It hasn't launched yet, but I do the one in Magic Kingdom almost every single trip I go on. One thing I like is it's unlimited beer and wine. So that's nice, especially because Magic Kingdom doesn't have any, and that's included in the price. You get a roped off area in Magic Kingdom. If you do seats and treats, they have a seated area. A lot of people like that one. I don't, because it's hit or miss on if you get a seat that isn't blocked by Tomorrowland Terrace. So unless you just really want a table to sit down, that one, it can go either way. Either you have an amazing view or you have a blocked view. We got sat behind a tree, so wasn't our favorite. We like to do the pre-fireworks party because you can get some alcohol, you can get some sweets and some snacks, and then they walk you over and you have a hub area that is all roped off. We love that one. I think especially the alcohol helps. And then the other option to do, I've done all the dessert parties. I've done a lot of dessert parties. So back before COVID, without getting too off track, back before COVID, they had one in Epcot. So I'm actually super excited for them to bring one in Epcot back. But the old one used to be right over by Mexico, and you could ride Frozen immediately after. It was like a free fast pass. That one was amazing. I did Rivers of Light, which was really, really good. You can bring that show back anytime now, Disney. And then I also did the Hollywood Studios Christmas one, which was amazing viewing. So overall, dessert parties for me are a win. I cannot wait to do the new one that will be in Epcot. Now, the other option is you go to a restaurant that has some good viewing. This one is like, you got to know about it, I guess, to do it. California Grill is one of my absolute favorites to do for this. It is a more expensive meal, and most of the ones with firework viewings are going to be a little bit more expensive, but there are some really good ones out there where you can watch the fireworks. Again, California Girls is my favorite. It's on top of the Contemporary. They pump the music out. You can go out on the walkway and watch the fireworks. It's hands down my favorite way to watch the fireworks. You're not going to get full projections at Magic Kingdom. That is a downside. It is an expensive meal. It's prix fixe, but I love California Grill. Over at the Polynesian, Ohana, you can nicely ask for a window spot. You can see fireworks from there. So there is another option on the monorail path. Over at Epcot, you can watch fireworks from the top of the Riviera at Topolino's, but there's some good spots in the park as well. My favorite one is to go do La Hacienda over in Mexico. huge windows, floor to ceiling windows, amazing view. That one's really good, as well as Spice Road Table is also a really good place. If you just, but with both of those, you just got to time it right. I like to try to get an hour before the fireworks so I have enough time to request a viewing table, because if you try to do it too close to when the fireworks start, those tables are long gone. So I try to not only do an hour before, but then I also try to show up right at my like 15-minute early window to request one of those tables. Keep in mind, those tables are never guaranteed, but I have never had one of the cast members not help me out and get me at least a decent spot to look at. And even if they didn't, I don't think they would mind if I got up and just went and watched it, as long as it wasn't obstructing anybody else's view. But yeah, there's some ways that you can get some better fireworks viewing. If you don't do any of these, I will tell you though, there's really not a bad place to watch fireworks at Disney. So I do want to add that, because I think some people stress out about it. I see people camping out about it. I go in some of the busiest times of the year and I don't have issues really catching the fireworks. But yeah, let me know, do you have any other good places you like to watch fireworks? I'd love to hear about it.